Boomer Sooner.
Runs it himself, right up the middle, has a whole 45-40. Watch out, he's in the clear. 30, tripped up at the 25-yard line, or he would have gone the whole way. Deep shot fluttering around the 15-yard line. It's caught, wrapped up, stopped. You can unhitch the wagon. Put the ponies in the barn. Sooner magic still works in the SEC.
Welcome to the Air Comfort Solutions OU Huddle, live from Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue on the Sooner Sports Network from Learfield. Presented by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. Also brought to you by Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, bringing you the best in real Texas barbecue. And by the Trails Golf Club, where members become family. Now, the Air Comfort Solutions OU Huddle.
Welcome to Rudy's on a Monday night. We are live, and it is the Huddle, brought to you, as always, by the good people at Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. Coming up in a bit, Skip Johnson is going to join us. We'll talk OU baseball, but as you can tell, we're talking OU women's golf. Please join me in welcoming 17th year? 17th year as the Oklahoma Sooner head women's golf coach, Veronique Drew and Luttrell. Welcome, Coach. Good to have you up here.
Thank you.
And she's brought one of her stars, the youngster Audrey Risher. Audrey, welcome. How's it going? Thanks for joining us. Columbia, Missouri, by way of Norman, Oklahoma. Two-time SEC Golfer of the Week last year, and now rolling into third season at OU, right?
Second
season.
I'm a sophomore.
Yeah. I'm getting carried away. I was getting fired up about Reagan, who's on her 12th year of being here at Oklahoma. So she'll be coming up a little bit later on in the program. Tell me about how you discovered Oklahoma and what kind of drew you to Norman.
Yeah, so grew up in Columbia, Missouri. Kind of grew up a Mizzou Tigers fan.
Okay.
And decided that I just wanted to find something new, grow up a little bit, do my own thing. So I came down to Norman, loved the facilities, the campus, the coaches, and yeah.
It's a very, as far as the facilities are concerned, Coach, we've seen some pretty incredible upgrades on that front. And anytime you get a chance to go play the Jimmy consistently, I mean, come on, that's a win-win, right?
Yes, absolutely. And our new facilities that we just opened up last spring are phenomenal. So really excited. Obviously, what she saw originally was not, it was the older version. But it's been unbelievable. Just the support we've had with all of our donors and stuff has been phenomenal.
And maybe, it's a good time to kind of lay that out is, you hear, and Ryan Hibble and his guys do such an incredible job, and you hear so much about, the men's side of it, but you guys are great partners, and you really work in conjunction with each other, don't you?
Yes, we do. We have to, right? We're sharing a facility, we're sharing a building. We don't necessarily do things together as teams, but we do sometimes tailgates for football games and stuff when we have recruits, but we definitely have to work together.
Before we go real in depth here on kind of Audrey and her path, I wanted to talk about your team. I mean, we're on the road this weekend down in Dallas, but kind of give me an idea of how you feel about your squad and how you feel really heading into the nuts and bolts of golf season.
We have a really solid team this year, top to bottom, really, just super competitive every week when we're qualifying. It's been great. It's been hard for players to get into the lineup, probably, if you would ask them, but it's been really good. Our team is we're ranked 24th right now, and heading into postseason, it's obviously very exciting. We've been pretty consistent, and that's what golf is about. You have to have some consistency, and so we definitely look forward to playing this weekend and then going to the SEC championship.
Now, I want to make this clear, Audrey. 90% of our conversation is bragging about you and your golf and the women's golf team. There is 10% of me trying to fix my game in every question that I ask you. So when she talks about focus and consistency, what's the key for you in developing that consistency and developing the kind of rhythm that you want?
There's kind of a lot of things that go into it. I think having a squad that's just really good. We support each other, but we also push each other, and I think that's a huge component of improving and focusing and bringing your best every day. Also, another thing I've been working on is the mental side of it. That's been a big growing point for me this whole year, and I've already seen a lot of improvements, but just really being intentional with every day, everything that we do, and pushing each other, but also being our best friends.
I find the mental side to be the biggest struggle.
Yes.
Now, I don't have a swing like you, but can you just maybe take us through, is it breathing? Is it a thought? Is it, I don't know, picturing it? What's kind of the key for you to have that mental consistency when you play?
Yeah, so definitely just being present. That's super important. Just focusing on what's in front of you. And having a specific game plan it's really key.
So you don't go with my plan of please just let it go straight. There's a consistency to it, right?
Yeah, I noticed that when I do that, it doesn't work out very well.
Have you seen, Coach, a little bit more of a focus, because all these women have swings, they can hit the ball a long way, and they have good short games, they can putt, but that mental side is really the true difference maker in a lot of cases, isn't
Yes,
it?
I mean, it's huge for sure. I mean, a round of golf, takes 5 hours for us in tournaments, and you're really hitting the balls, I mean, gosh, maybe a total of 2 minutes over
Right.
the 5 hours. So it's really, you're out there, it's you and your mind, and what are you telling yourself? I mean, I tell them all the time, if you're telling yourself, would you say that to your friend, whatever you're saying, right?
Right.
Like, most likely no, because usually they're really hard on themselves. But Audrey's been doing awesome with her mental side of things and just working really, really hard on it.
Look at that finish. Look at that. That's so smooth. Take me through just the process for you in fine-tuning your swing, because, I mean, I'm sure you got a coach. I mean, obviously you got Coach Luttrell here, but when you were coming up, having to coach to fine-tune things, what were some of the keys to getting your swing where you needed it to be?
I mean, we're kind of at the point where it's a lot of really small things. Not a whole lot of big changes need to be made. And something that I've really noticed is that it's not always my swing, and that most of the time it's my brain that needs more help.
Really?
So yeah, so a lot of trust is probably the biggest deal with working on my swing.
When did you know that you had a chance? When did you know that this was something that you could do at a really high level playing golf?
Well, I've been playing golf since I was like 4. My brother started playing first, and I honestly started playing because I just wanted to be better than him. I wasn't stronger than him, so I couldn't beat him in anything else, but golf I could. So I kind of made that my goal and started to realize that there was something there, and I enjoyed it.
Older
Kept
brother,
working
obviously?
hard. Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
so how many siblings do you have?
Just one.
Just one?
him. And
Can-
he also plays college golf.
Really?
Yeah,
Where's he at?
Missouri State.
Murray, can you beat him?
Missouri State.
Oh, Missouri State.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So he's
Yeah.
down in Springfield. Okay.
Yes.
Can you
Yeah.
beat him? Oh, see, you don't want to say it out loud in case he's watching, but
Yeah,
you just give
don't
the
tell
nod.
him.
Well, I think we'll call him. Let's call him. But you mentioned something. You said competition, and
Yeah.
I think that's something in this sport, in golf, that can really either take you to another level or kind of send you packing. How did you take that competition to fuel you to make you better?
Well, I've always been competitive, whether it's a board game, a card game, or an actual sport. I hate losing. So I think that's helped me get a lot better at golf and work hard.
We're really short on time, but Coach, I wanted you to brag a little bit on Audrey before we let her get out of here. Where have you seen her biggest development in her 2 seasons here?
I mean, she's been consistent. I think the consistency of it's been where she's been able to improve the most this year. But I mean, obviously, she had a really good year last year, and she's a great player, and she's going to do great down the road for sure.
This segment's been brought. Sorry about that. This segment's been brought to you by family-owned Community Coffee, the official brewed coffee of OU Athletics. Taste the difference family makes. Before we let you go, tell me about your family. You know you got an older brother now, but what do they mean to you, getting you to this point and supporting you?
My parents have been my biggest supporters. They have really just made all of this possible. My brother pushing me to be better every day practicing, but also just like they're my biggest supporters, and I know that whether I play good or bad, they're always there for me, and I love my family. They've made the biggest difference in my entire life. So.
What an awesome and fast 10 minutes getting to know you,
Yeah.
Audrey. Thanks so much for
Thank
coming up.
you.
This is a blast. We'll have more women's golf talk coming up. How about Audrey Risher and her debut on the Huddle? Stick around. You're inside the Huddle.
Thank you to our cornerstone television partners, OU Health, OG&E, Fowler Auto Group, and Coca-Cola. The Huddle is brought to you by Taco Mayo. Tap the app and save up to 25% today. Air Comfort Solutions.
your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. One Oklahoma, powered by Sooner Sports Properties. Fan-fueled, athlete-focused.
All right, welcome back inside the Huddle, presented by Air Comfort Solutions. We continue with OU women's golf head coach Veronique Druin-Luttrell, and say hello to fifth-year senior Reagan Cheney out of Ardmore. What's up, Reagan? How are you? Welcome to the stage.
Thank you.
First and foremost, welcome back, I guess is a good way to put it. Take me through your path. You started at OCU and then made your way to the University of Oklahoma. What has it been like for an Ardmore product to get an opportunity to play for the Sooners?
Yeah, it's been awesome. I started my freshman year at Oklahoma City and was lucky enough to have a really good year there. Got runner-up at nationals that year, and came back to start my sophomore year and decided that I wanted to maybe try something new, and was fortunate enough to transfer here. Sat out most of that year, obviously, for some of the waiver and eligibility issues, but yeah, it's been the best decision I've ever made. So
take me through how you found her, Coach.
Through people I knew, different coaches, swing instructor, and then obviously she had a great resume, and then wanted her to come and join us.
Is she giving all the restaurant recommendations whenever you guys have to go down to Dornick to get your work in? I mean, there's a lot of options down there in Ardmore, you know.
She's given us a few options.
What's it, Two Frogs? Is that the...
Two Frogs is good, but LTAP,
really?
It's unbeatable, yeah.
Now, I'm a big Ardmore fan. Like, you drive through Ardmore, there's a lot going on in that town, but you're telling me that that's the way to go?
Yeah, it won't do you wrong.
Okay, all right, fair enough then. Take me through then the path to get you, not just here to Oklahoma, but even Oklahoma City. What was the high school golf scene like for you at Ardmore?
So I played at Plainview, and I was really lucky. I was on a really good team. All of us actually played college golf.
Oh, wow.
So we won 3 state championships. I won 1 individual. Then my junior year was canceled for COVID. But yeah, I mean, I was just on a super competitive team in high school, so did a lot of qualifying there. And just had a great community growing up playing golf with, so that was nice. It pushed me from a young age.
Plainview.
Yes.
Golf powerhouse in Oklahoma. I don't know if many people know this in women's golf, but my daughter played or tried. I don't want to say she played golf. She kind of did what her dad did. She had a nice walk that got ruined by a round of golf. But what's it like whenever you have that kind of competition at such a young age? I mean, because it starts even before high school with how competitive some of those young ladies are.
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, always having people to go to the golf course and just compete against every day made a huge difference. I mean, I had a little brother. He also played golf, so I was always competing against them, playing for a Coke at the turn, just anything and everything we could have done, we were doing. So
Audrey said she can smoke her older brother at golf right now. So are you dominating? Smoke, destroy, I think was the term. Can you dominate your little brother on the course?
I would like to say yes, but he would tell you different.
Oh, would he really?
Yeah.
Okay. Is he still in high school? Or
no, he plays at Wichita State.
Oh, my gosh. Look at this golf DNA. This is unbelievable. Coach, whenever you see the when you hear, we've had 2 of your athletes talk about the competition. What does that say to you about your roster, and do you sense that with just how deep this seems to be?
Yes. I mean, they're very competitive. Anything we do, just like she said. It might be a ping pong match or getting the first parking spot at the facility. Anything and everything we just compete with. But it's fun. I mean, it translates obviously on the golf course, and I think that's why we've had a lot of success this year.
Well, there's not a lot of parking over there. So it's like you got to get there. Is there the ultimate spot? Like if one person gets that spot, that's the go-to spot in the parking lot, or is there several that are kind of in that category?
We just avoid V's spot.
Oh.
We just don't want to park there.
What would be, if they end up in your spot, are they running laps? Is that what we're doing or not? Are you just going to get them towed?
No. No. It doesn't really happen. They know the one spot, you just don't know. I think Coach Hibble is the one that's you do not park in Coach Hibble's spot.
All right, Ryan.
Ever.
I'm going to go park in his spot tomorrow and just kind of go walk.
Well, he's not here. So
oh, that's right. They're on the road.
Tomorrow on Wednesday.
That's right. Hey, Reagan, you mentioned the competition at Plainview at a young age, and then obviously before that. What sparked the passion for the sport? What really kind of fueled your golf hunger?
My dad's a golf pro, so obviously grew up at the golf course, but they never really made me play. I played basketball most of my life, but my friends all wanted to play golf in middle school, so I was like, yeah, sure, that sounds great. So I came home and told my parents I signed up for the golf team in 6th grade, and my dad was ecstatic.
But did he cry? Whenever
No.
my daughter told me she wanted to take golf lessons, I cried. Now, she quit pretty quick because we all eventually quit golf. But, I mean, that had to be huge for him,
yeah,
right?
he was really excited. We went and bought golf clubs that night. But
It's like, you want to play golf? Get in the car. Let's go. Let's go.
But, yeah, I mean, from that point on, I mean, I just took it pretty seriously. It was fun, but I love to win. And so I played my first golf tournament at Purcell, 9 holes. I shot 81. And my dad said, you're not playing again until you can hit the ball every time. So,
well, they shouldn't be counting every stroke. How old were you, huh? That's kind of a little bit unfair.
So that was kind of the motivation. I wanted to hit the ball every time. And then after that, I drastically improved that summer. I shot an 81 at my first tournament and I think a 49 at my last. So it was pretty big improvement.
That's huge. That's awesome. When you look back now, wow, that's like a 32-stroke improvement between one. What was the biggest key for you early on? Like when you think about, because I think we all, listen, I'm making this about my golf game. Let me make this about you. Everyone seems to struggle, right, with that consistency and finding something that really helps them get to that other level. What was that key for you?
My parents were really committed. Like once I wanted to play golf, they were all in. So my mom, she's a teacher, so in the summer she would take my brother and I to the golf course every day, and we would hit balls on the range and then go play 9 or 18 holes every day. All summer she'd play with us. So I give a lot of credit to both my parents, and then my dad, he's a swing coach, so that was helpful too. But both of them were just locked in the second I was. So
my kids never listen to me. It sounds like you listen to your dad, though, right? I mean, there's okay, all right.
Yeah, I listen to him every once in a while.
Yeah, we saw a little video of your short game there, and you're so smooth. It just seems so effortless. What was the big key for you in really improving your short game? Is it just repetition?
I work really hard on my short game. That's definitely not something that I was always very good at. So I spend a lot of time chipping and putting, but chipping I find really fun. So I hit a ton of chips every day.
What is that one area, Coach, that everyone can probably hit it big off the tee, and maybe they struggle with their short game, but do you see that's that next level of improvement for a lot of the players is acing and really getting a good handle on their short game?
Definitely. I mean, putting, if you miss the green, missing it in the right area, and then being able to make an up and down for par, I mean, that is helpful for your game for sure.
Your junior year, you were a member of the All Big 12 tournament team. You, last year, 4 top 20 finishes, and you were 4th at the Dale McNamara Invitational. For you, that's some pretty substantial improvement. You seem to be very committed, very driven. What have you seen now as you've grown older in the game and you've matured in the game? What's kind of been the biggest key for you to continue to find another level?
Honestly, I've learned how to practice a bit more efficiently. I got injured early on this year, so learning how to make my practice mean something in fewer balls in a shorter amount of time has been a big deal for me. Just saving my body a little bit.
Okay, so is that just more targeted? Is that, hey, I'm going to just work on this club? What does that look like then?
Instead of beating balls on the range, I usually take TrackMan, go into our facility, and make sure I'm doing things right and not just hitting as many as I possibly can. And then short game, I don't really put a limit on that. I can do as much of that as I want. But yeah, especially like beating balls was a big thing that I needed to stop doing. So
you mentioned the TrackMan. Coach, this is obviously an opportunity to talk about the technology that's been there. You know, that's something that's across a lot of sports, but in golf, there can be paralysis by analysis, right, when you overanalyze it. But how much of a difference has these advancements made in helping with the swing and the practice reps and things that are needed?
I mean, every swing instructor uses some sort of data. TrackMan is obviously what we use, and we also use the Swing Catalyst. So her instructor works with her on that, so she knows exactly where her numbers need to be. And so sometimes it's just reinforcement. Hey, I'm doing this really good, or I'm really struggling with, whatever club, and then we can adjust from there.
Hey, by the way, this segment's been presented by Taco Mayo. Tap the app and save up to 25% today. Before we look at the schedule, I want to give you the same opportunity that I gave Audrey. We talked a little bit about your family. Your dad and your mom obviously play a lot of golf. Your brother, too. Kind of take me through what they've meant to you.
Yeah, they mean everything to me. They're all my biggest supporters. They would drop anything to come support me, come watch me hit balls, take me to the golf course, literally anything. So, I give a lot of credit to them. They've poured a lot into me over the years, so I'm very grateful.
Coach, what does it mean whenever you're? I know this probably isn't a coach, but she's like a coach's kid, right? It's like you're coaching someone whose dad was a coach. What kind of benefit is that for you whenever you have someone that's had that kind of training from day one?
Obviously she knows a lot about the golf game, a lot about the golf swing. That's just a little bit different than a lot of different players that we've had over the years. But she came in ready to go, and obviously her dad did a really good job with her swing, and she's just consistent.
Did you decide, is Scott, your boyfriend, going to stick around for a baseball talk or not? We got
I have no idea.
We got Skip Johnson coming up next, and you got one of his guys from back in the day. That's right. I say back in the day. It was just last year. Sorry, I'm not trying to make you old. I'm not at all. But before I let you both get out of here, Coach, what is the biggest need right now for the women's golf program? We got tons of Oklahoma Sooner fans that are tuned in right now, and everybody always has something they need to get to that next level. For the women's golf program, what can fans do? What's the biggest need right now?
Obviously, NIL, we're in a different world right now with college athletics. NIL is a big deal. It's something we don't necessarily have a lot of, and something that could be very helpful with our team. Kudos to our players. They've done a fantastic job, and they come in every day and work really hard to be where we are.
And with that in mind, One Oklahoma is where you can join to help out. So let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for women's golf. And it's presented by One Oklahoma, powered by Sooner Sports Properties. Trinity Forest Golf Club down in Dallas before a trip to Bel Air, Florida for the SEC Championship. Coach, those are two challenging courses.
Yes, very much so. But we're here for it. We're excited to get going, and lots of competition ahead. And, our players are going to be ready to go.
Congratulations on the great season. Reagan, you crushed it.
Thank you.
Awesome job. How about a round of applause for the OU women's golf program? Skip Johnson coming up next right here on The Huddle.
There you go.
The Huddle is brought to you by Riverwind Casino. It's always a good time. OU Fan Shop. The best place to gear up for game day is shop.soonersports.com. Sooner Kids Club. Log on to Soonersports.com/kids for information about joining the Kids Club presented by OG&E and brought to you in part by Devon Energy.
You want me to get up here now?
Yeah, come on up. Welcome inside the Huddle. Ladies and gentlemen, Skip Johnson joins us for OU Baseball. Make his way. Come on, Kyle. Kyle Branch is going to join
Day late
us.
and $1 short.
He timed it just right. Kind of. Close enough. There you go. Skip, welcome back. I know it was a bit of a frustrating weekend and awesome, but, man, this team battled, didn't they, after a tough
I don't know if
Thursday
it was – maybe the first day was frustrating.
Right.
We bumped up LJ two games in 2 weeks, 2 days in 2 weeks. Pretty asking somebody to do that's pretty hard to do. Get him out of his routine because Cam, we didn't want to start on opening series, and then we didn't play good. He looked exhausted, didn't play good, and next 2 days, we're a pitch here, a call from an umpire here, or get a big hit here to win 2 out of 3. So that's the way baseball wants you to feel that way. You just got to keep plowing at it and keep doing what you do.
So that's Skip Johnson. This is second baseman Kyle Branch. What's up, baby? Welcome
How are you?
back. How are you, man? Good to see you.
Doing wonderful. This is awesome.
Yeah, isn't it pretty cool? Good crowd here tonight. We're excited about baseball, and like Coach was saying, that's tough. You guys were dealing with some crazy wind down there too. But is it used to it whenever you've practiced in it so much here?
Absolutely, yeah. We were actually in LSU, and I kind of realized how there was no wind hardly, but the ball was flying. But we had that game against A&M, that Sunday game, and it was blowing, I don't even know how hard in. And so that was some good experience there. And, of course, it was blowing out and in some days there. But, yeah, I thought it was a really cool place, and good to play in that atmosphere for sure.
Good to battle. Coach, you and I'm blessed that you come on with me on Friday mornings on my radio show. Appreciate you getting up early. But I could sense almost I don't want to say excitement, but intrigue to see how your team would respond after Thursday night. And as you just kind of laid out, it really seemed like they responded like you would want them to.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we had a lead going into the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning, didn't throw strikes, didn't make plays, I think our quality at bats went down probably went from about 60, 70% down to about 20 or 30%. Our strikes total went off the chart. We walked 3 guys. I give the ball to Jason Bowden. He walked 6 guys in 2 games. He doesn't do that. And so, I don't know if it was atmosphere, tired, umpire, or what it was. I know this. He didn't take it 1 pitch at a time, and something we talked about today, and he threw a bullpen today, and it was good. So he'll learn from that, and we'll learn from that. The closer games you play late, the better you're going to play at the end of the year. And it's about growing. It's about getting better each week and trying to figure out how to get better. One thing the exciting thing is Cam went from one extreme to the next extreme.
Yeah.
There wasn't a better player on the field, on both sides of the field, either Texas or Oklahoma, better than Cam Johnson was the first 6 innings of that game. It was incredible. It was electric.
Softball was taking place right as we were wrapping up right as you guys started, and I was following the game cast, and it was exciting. I was like, ooh, let's go. Because I think, Kyle, you realize you see the potential in Cam. You know how good he is, and it was a struggle the last few weeks, but it had to be really reassuring to see him on Friday night.
Absolutely, and he knows, and every single one of us know that we've got his back and he's got ours, and so we're not worried. We're not panicking when he struggles, and we're not going to overdo it when he does well. We expect that out of him, and he took his breath. Like, sometimes in those games, the moments are big, and you just got to take a breath and make a pitch, and that's what they preach. So.
Skip, you say 1 pitch at a time. So with that in mind, does it become, oh, no, I threw a ball here. If I throw another one, I'm 2-0. Then I could be – is it kind of trying to accelerate it in your mind? What's the big challenge for guys that kind of get away from that mentality sometimes?
You got to take it 1 pitch at a time. You have to have a routine. You have to have a routine around the mound when you're talking about 1 pitch at a time. You're talking about it might be taking a breath. It might make – and if you have signal lights. You have a green that means go. You have a red that means stop. Like an umpire calls ball, or he calls a strike that you think's a ball, or a ball that you think's a strike. You have a 20 seconds pitch clock. You got to get off, get rid of that pitch, and get to the next pitch. You have a release system, and you got to have something physical with association to get to that release. It might be picking the rosin back, throwing that pitch away, and then going back to your routines and taking a breath, getting your signals, and going to the next pitch. It was kind of a funny story I can tell you if you have time.
Oh, we always have time, Coach.
A kid named John Curtis pitched for me at the University of Texas, and he just got to the big leagues with Tampa Bay. It was during COVID, and he opens a game in the week before the playoffs start, and he throws the first inning. He catches the ball back, and he does both arms like this, right? And he throws his shutout inning to open the game. Well, he's in the playoffs against the Yankees. He's catching the ball, and he's going 1 arm. So he calls me at 1:36 at night. I'll never forget this. And he goes, man, something's wrong. Meaning I'm either tipping, my mechanics are off, or something's wrong. I said, hey, John, look, I'll call you back in the morning. Just relax. I'll let you sleep. Relax. So I called Vince. He's our video guy. I said, Vince, pull up his start there, pull up his start there. His routines were off. He wasn't doing 2 arms. If you, just like the golfers that were up here, they have the same routines. Tiger Woods had the same routine 22 years ago. I can remember following Jason Day around in the top 100 at ACC Country Club, and he's right behind it, and he's visualizing. He's got his thumb in his golf club. It's the same thing for a hitter. It's the same thing for a pitcher. And the guys that are willing to do those things are in control of themselves 1 pitch at a time.
What's that mindset like for you then?
Well, for hitters, I guess, is same thing. I mean, you can't let the umpire or the pitch before even dictate your next move or what it is. I mean, you got to process and you stick with it. Like every day we get our routines in, and whether we're 0 for our last 3 or 3 for our last 3, nothing really changes.
How challenging is that in the field too? Because I mean, we had a rough time with the fly ball, but that was infield fly rule. We got it. But so for you mentally, what is that like to wash it and try to move on? Because you know how consistent you are. Skip, you know how good this kid is as a fielder. When you have a tough play, how do you wash that? What's the key to that?
Defensively, it's still one pitch at a time.
Gotcha.
And my big thing, one area that I wanted to grow in was not letting my offense go to my defense and just moving it to the next pitch and not letting my bad at bat lead to bad defense. And I think I've done a better job at that, just making it there's an offense and defense, and you got to flush it.
By the way, facility-wise, that's kind of a unique place to play, right? But it's loud. There's fans everywhere. What was the challenge like on the road this weekend in Austin?
Well,
by the way, every stadium in the SEC. Yeah. Baton Rouge the week before, and whenever you go on the road later, I mean, it's everywhere, isn't it?
Absolutely. No, we were well prepared with the week before, obviously LSU, like you just said, and Red River rivalry. I've wanted to be a part of that since I was a little kid, and so it's just that much more of a good time. I mean, good experience with your teammates, and yeah, it's definitely loud. You got to communicate on those fly balls and balls down the line. So,
hey, Skip, let's brag a little bit on Kyle, who, I mean, he got a shot right out of the gates his freshman year to be your starting second baseman, and he's been that dude. What have you seen in his growth over the last couple of seasons?
That's the biggest thing about Kyle. He's a great defender. He's going to continue to work, and I mean, he's an older, like a statesman playing defense. He understands. He knows where he's at on the field. He can turn a double play as good as anybody that we've had. And he's a leader in the case of how he acts, how he goes about his business in the clubhouse. You can see him in between innings. He'll walk halfway to the mound. Hey, man, take a breath. He's trying to get those guys to understand what he's doing. And that's what's pretty awesome. How about that home run right there?
Yes.
You want to know a little story about that home run right there?
I want to hear it.
Oh, Kyle, he was scuffling really bad. I said, it's Kyle. From the get-go, take your two-strike approach. From the get-go, take your two-strike approach. And the guy's throwing about 100. And he runs it out of the yard. And I thought to myself, I was like, Kyle, why don't you take your two-strike approach? But I'm a pitching guy.
Did it make? It obviously made a difference, didn't it?
Absolutely. Even today, he's like, well, hit and run. Barrel, barrel, barrel.
Yeah.
The two-strike approach.
Yeah.
Hey, that was a shot, by the way. You had the home run trot down. Well done. Took your time. But what is that moment like for you? A guy, you don't hit a ton of home runs, but when you finally get a hold of one in a major league ballpark, too.
Yeah, it was really cool just rounding the bases. Especially, I mean, we had already been up 8-1, and we had kind of made a statement, and I felt like that was a cool moment for us to just be like, man, we're here and we're ready to go this year.
We got another segment. You gonna stick around with us?
Absolutely.
All right. Yeah. That's Skip Johnson. It's Kyle Branch. This segment's been brought to you by Riverwind Casino, the official entertainment destination of OU Athletics. We're going to take a look at the upcoming schedule for this weekend when we come back and get Skip's thoughts on the rest of the SEC. It was a tough weekend for a lot of teams.
Huddle.
Stick around.
The Huddle is brought to you by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, bringing you the best in real Texas barbecue. Trails Golf Club of Norman, where members become family. Inquire today at trailsgolf.com. OU's 2025-2026 women's basketball games are available on Ritmo 96.5 FM in Oklahoma City and 101.5 FM El Patron in Tulsa, as well as on those stations' websites. Each OU Spanish broadcast will feature a 15-minute pregame show and a 15-minute postgame show.
Welcome back inside the Huddle. We're talking OU baseball with Kyle Branch and Skip Johnson. And this segment is brought to you by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. Are you disappointed that your former teammate Scott Mudler hasn't come up here to try to hang with us yet? I mean, what's up with that?
I mean, he's probably busy getting some sausage.
Yeah,
so I don't blame him.
He's getting some barbecue right now. But Skip, we were talking about it before we even kicked off the show. guys like Scott are a great testament to OU baseball because here he is, he's back, he's getting ready to go back to the team that drafted him, and he's doing his recovery and his rehab here. Welcome back.
He helps a lot. I mean, he helps Todd Butler with the catchers, and we have Grant Stevens helping us and Bryce Madron. So
it's a pretty good group.
Yeah, I mean, really, they're really good.
Thanks, Scott, for coming and helping us out, buddy. It's awesome to see you. Now, it means a lot, I know.
He can put some groceries away. He's always eating or drinking coffee.
Straight black coffee?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm talking about. With that in mind, how important, maybe not important, special, awesome, any other term you can use, to have guys that want to come back and be around, and you welcome them.
Well, I mean, I don't think I'd be coaching baseball if it wasn't for that.
Yeah.
I think my deal is all about relationships. Winning and losing is winning and losing. I want to win a national championship. There's no doubt about that, and I like winning, and I like learning from losing. But it's the relationships that we build are 10 times more important than any trophy you can get, any ring that you can put on, because if you can carve your name on a young man's heart, you can carve it on marble if you want.
Yeah, agreed. It's great to see, man. You guys got a midweek coming up. Got Tulsa. Going to stay on the road. Kyle, what's this? Boy, this has been one heck of a road trip. You go down to southeast Louisiana, then you hit Baton Rouge, then you come back and you got to go down to Austin, and they're all Thursday, Friday, Saturday series. And now you go up to Tulsa tomorrow night. There'll be a lot of Sooner fans there, but it's kind of been a rough run. I mean, I would imagine, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think we talked about it at practice today. We're going to go in there like fire up under us. I mean, we got nothing to lose, and we're going to go, and we know we don't take these midweeks any lighter than we would a series, but we're going to go up there ready to compete and give it all we got because, I mean, these guys beat us at home last year, so we owe them one.
Well, and again, we have yet another Thursday, Friday, Saturday series upcoming for the Oklahoma Sooner baseball team. This upcoming schedule is brought to you by One Oklahoma, powered by Sooner Sports Properties, Fan Field, athlete focused. Alabama is coming to town this weekend. Coach, what do we know about the Crimson Tide?
Oh, they're on a 7-game winning streak. They got through sweeping Auburn. Auburn was like number 4 or 5 or 6 in the country. So they're going to be really good. They have the same team they had back last year except for the first baseman. And, I mean, they look really good. Got to watch them play yesterday. That's the thing about having the Thursday, Friday, Saturday games. You get to watch those guys play on Sunday. And I was able to get home at 3 o'clock in the morning, wake up at 7 o'clock. I drove to the ranch and turkey hunted for a little bit that morning.
How'd you do?
And then shot 2 turkey.
Well done.
And then got to watch baseball that afternoon.
Yeah, Alabama, that's a tough team, but you got the midweek in Tulsa. And like you said, those midweeks, they're important to you, Kyle. Can you take us through, like, from a player's perspective where, you got a big SEC series at home. You're finally back home this weekend. But the focus on the midweek, does it go back to the one pitch at a time mindset?
Absolutely. And I don't think that'll ever change. That's something that I've loved that we teach here, and we're going to take that the same way. I mean, these games, they add up at the end of the year. They're huge for RPI, and like those teams like that, they feed off beating guys like us, and so we know we got a target on our back, and we're prepared, and we're just going to go out and take it one pitch at a time.
Hey, before we got a couple minutes left, I do want to remind everyone that this Friday night, the Oklahoma Lottery is giving you an opportunity to win $1,000 at the OU baseball game. So come out to the baseball game this Friday night. You can win $1,000 courtesy of OK Lottery. But you sense it, you feel it. What's that crowd like when it's really into it at Kimry Stadium?
Absolutely. I saw it not first against A&M, but I think it was Santa Clara. I mean, we were down, and then we started getting some momentum going, and it was like they were like on top of you, and that was really cool to see because momentum is real, and that's a big part of the game, and the fans can do a huge part in that, and I think they have all year. So I'm really excited.
All right, well, let's talk about your family then too real quick. Brother, how's he doing?
He's crushing the baseball.
Is he really?
Yeah, he is. I think he's at 13 home runs this year.
Oh, wow.
So.
Brother, by the way, plays for Georgia. What was that like being on the field against him last year?
It was awesome. I mean, it was something you get to reflect on, and you're just so lucky to be in that situation, and the odds of that happening are not not high, so I'm definitely not taking it lightly.
Skip, take us to the Kyle Branch origin story. How'd you find him? What kind of jumped out and had you guys saying you want to bring him to Norman?
Well, he played for one of the best select baseball teams and a guy that we know really well. And they actually won the not the Mickey Mantle, it was the Don Mattingly. Not Don Mattingly, it was the Mickey Mantle.
Might have been Mickey Mantle.
Mickey Mantle World Series at our ballpark. Wow. And so, and that's Kay was playing with Catalano. Their team was really good. And that's kind of where we got to see him play and watched him play as he go through it. And then where he really stood out for me is he was younger, and he played in Jupiter, Florida at the World Wood Bat, and he played really good there. I mean, it was like, and I think Kobe might have been playing there. He might have been on that team too. I think he was.
Year after him.
It was a year after? All right.
I think so.
So, yeah, and I thought he really stood out there for us. And just the way he played the game, went about the game, he fits in our culture. That's the biggest thing for us. He understands what we do in our culture, and that's huge. I mean, I tried to get Kobe this summer, but I didn't have enough money.
You can make it happen. OneOklahoma.com. Yeah. Get there today. Skip needs more money. Coach, I always love talking to you, man. Thanks for coming on as always, Kyle. Great job as always. OU baseball. Go out and support them this weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Alabama in the house. And Tuesday, for those of you up in town, we need you out there against ORU. Stick around. We'll wrap up the huddle. Get you ready for Sooner Sports Talk next live from Rudy's.
The Huddle is brought to you by Walden Cleaners and Laundry, where the difference is quality. We want to thank all of our Sooner Radio Network affiliates across the state and region. Fans can check out Soonersports.com for an affiliate in your area. And if you're traveling outside the state of Oklahoma, you can listen to all the action on either Sirius XM Radio or download the Varsity Network app and listen free.
All right, welcome back to Rudy's, The Huddle. How great is Skip Johnson? Appreciate Kyle Branch. Also, Veronique Druin-Luttrell had a really nice conversation with Audrey Risher and Reagan Cheney. If you missed any of tonight's program, don't forget you can find it on YouTube. Just search Sooner Sports Talk in The Huddle, and also on the Sooner Sports Podcast at Soonersports.com/podcast. This final segment, as always, is brought to you by the Trails Golf Club in Norman, where members become family. Stick around. Jim Nagy, Teddy Lehman join us next from Rudy's.
Live from Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, the Air Comfort Solutions OU Huddle has been presented by Air Comfort Solutions, your total home solution for plumbing, heating, air conditioning, and electrical. Make the winning call today. Also brought to you by Rudy's Country Store and Barbecue, bringing you the best in real Texas barbecue. And by Walden Cleaners, Walden Cleaners and Laundry, where the difference is quality. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Sooner Sports Network.